right now. I'm watching
Yeah,
it. Looks like it
I think,
froze.
yeah, I can see you though. I can see you.
Okay, I don't know what happened. I know we lost internet, so um how does that look over there? That looks good.
I can see you, but in the green screen, and I can see you. So I can
Okay.
see you kind of your mic. I can see you. I can see the green screen, and I can see the underneath, and maybe a computer screen, and I can see
Oh,
under the
alright, let me fix that. Alright. That messed up. That should be fixing. And we're still live. Okay, yeah, we are still live. Everything looks good. Alright, yeah. If you wouldn't mind repeating what you said because I did lose internet. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, don't worry, Chris. It's fine.
About the
I
user
was,
friendly. There's a lot of information and activity and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. It was very it's not seems, but it's very user friendly. Very straight to the point. There's so many, I would say, hidden gems that's there. That's why the tutorial, just to learn
Mhm.
what to do, how to go about doing what you're, so you can really navigate even better. Um, but you know how people just kind of like to poke and kind of toy through things, but very interactive, very professional presentation, and that's what I love seeing the colors, the videos, the posts, and there's activity that's there. So that's what really I wanted to connect with that, and that's what I think is really great. Many things great about what you're doing, and that's what really I was like, man, I'd want to connect also with the media network of what you're doing. I think it's great, and I know I'm not the only one that would feel that way. It's just people just need to know about what's going on, you know. Um, Coming into the 10th year, how special is it that you're 9 years in, moving forward into your 10th year? How does that feel?
It feels amazing. I actually can't believe it. It feels like yesterday. I mean, I didn't even realize it's been 9 years already. Time goes by so fast. But I'm excited. I'm definitely excited to see what's gonna come next. And I know it's gonna hit hard too. There's gonna be major things happening, and I can just feel it in my blood, in my veins. Like the ocean, it's moving, and it's moving fast. There's always new members joining every day, and it's really unbelievable how big it's actually became over the years. And some people don't think it's possible and trying to keep everything together and stuff. So I mean it does get hard trying to manage everything, but um I'm very uh inspired by myself and seeing um how many members we have brought to the family over the years. So it's gonna be a big thing for me once we hit the 10 years. I think I'm already really proud of myself for taking it this far, and people always congratulate me. Some businesses they only last a year and then they shut down, but we just been going and going and going like the never energizing bunny.
It's so true. Were there some things along the way, Chris, that tried to discourage you or not get you to believe in this vision? Can you just
Yes.
kind of go into detail, maybe certain things, if it was friends or if it was family, if it were just people in social media world that just really was against what you're doing? Can you maybe just kind of share that with the people of that kind of challenges that went on?
Yeah, there's so many different things. Like, say I'll be working on a website, next thing you know, the server goes down or something, or say somebody hacks the website and shuts it down. I wanted to give up, and I kept telling myself I can't give up. I just gotta keep on going, no matter what, because there's always curves and bumps in the road. and it gets worse before it gets better. And that's what always happens. If it's not one thing, it's another. And I always hear people say that all the time. Just like this lives cutting in and out and stuff like that. So if it's not one thing, it's another. I mean, there's always something trying to stop you or slow you down because they don't like uh, seeing what you're doing because they're actually jealous of you and they want to be
Yeah.
you. They want to be you because you have done so much. And over the years, like, I literally started with nothing, and I'm not a billionaire or anything like that, but I started with no free websites and anything. Like, I didn't start with nothing, just started from scratch. And then over the years, then I started with free websites, and then um just kept on going and going. Eventually I had my own website. I was paying for my own website. Then eventually I had my own merchandise. Then I eventually had my own online video, and I just kept on going no matter what. And people always tell me to give up, don't do it, or the name is too long. But it doesn't matter how long the name is because it's worldwide collaboration, and that name right there, like, it's so much. I know it's a long word, but worldwide collaboration, that says a lot right there. That's telling you everyone around the world collaborating together. So I've had a lot of people try to stop me, or try to start drama and stuff. But then I also have worldwide collaboration members that have my back. For Mike Wood's example, Zenobio, Dejo, and there's other members as well saying, "Don't give up. You're the man. We can't do this without you." And they just kept me going, especially my wife too. She told me not to give up and to keep doing what I love the most, which is worldwide collaboration, bringing everyone together, making the world a better place. We're changing the world however we can. Um, People ask me, how is it changing the world? Well, we're changing the world because we're bringing everyone together to connect. And not everyone does that, but it's
Right.
also, it's not even one thing, it's everything. So it doesn't matter if you have your own tattoo shop, if you own your own dog parlor, if you own a video game shop, if you own a Chinese restaurant. I have a friend down the road. I used to buy video games off him all the time. One day I went to a shop. I said, "Hey, you want this hat? You want this shirt?" I've been trying to recruit him. Now he represents worldwide collaboration. He owns his own Chinese place and he owns his own game store, and he has the worldwide collaboration shirt and the cup.
And he started out just having a Chinese store and selling video games out of his Chinese shop.
Yeah, he started his Chinese store or his Chinese restaurant, and then at first he used to just sell his video games right out of his Chinese shop, and then he eventually opened up his own game store too. So
Wow. That's a
there's a lot, but one day I used to freestyle. I used to sit there freestyle all day, and that's what I used to be, a musician. But I was a freestyle artist, and now I don't have time to freestyle. I mean, I rather connect everyone together because that's more my thing, is trying to see everybody make it. I want everyone to make it no matter what, and bringing everyone together to get everyone represent each other. We are changing the world together by connecting spaces, connecting dots, and people tell me to give up, but now I'm telling them not to give up. Other people. So no matter what, how hard it is, you can fall and then get back up because No matter what, you're gonna make it. You're gonna go to the top, and you will be successful. It's all about never giving up. And if you never give up and you truly believe in yourself and you know you can do it, then you will make it. And that's what I learned over the years. I know we are definitely going somewhere. I have a lot of people always telling me this is, $1 billion movement because this idea, it's so amazing what we're doing is, connecting everyone together in a different type of way. It's kind of like a universal music group, but we're not just music, we're everything. So it doesn't matter what anyone does, we're connecting them.
Yeah, yeah. Just to have the support from your wife, how does that feel? Just having that special support in house and just throughout the years. How's that feel, Chris?
It feels amazing. And I believe if it wasn't for her, I want to be who I am now because I used to be way different. I mean, I've always been polite and nice and stuff like that, but um people would say something to me and then there's the edge, the edge breaks. Basically what I'm trying to say is I would get mad easy. Now, like,
Yeah.
I don't get mad as easy. Someone could say, "Hey, you suck," or something. I'm gonna say thank you, or I'm just taking words and making them positive, because whatever you say to me, it's not gonna hurt me. It's just like they say, you ain't gonna break my bones by saying meaningful words, because it's just gonna make me grind harder than what I do now. So no matter what, I'm gonna keep on pushing. You could say the most hateful thing on earth. I have my wife and she has my back, and she always keeps me moving. And
That's
she's
good.
she's actually, got me to be who I am today, because I used to drink every single day. And now
Oh,
I
wow.
only drink once in a while, here and there,
Right.
like birthdays or, special occasions, like yesterday my uncle Rory passed away. I heard about that, and I was, feeling sad and upset and stuff because I was really close to my uncle Rory. And so I had a little drink yesterday. I don't drink to black out to get drunk anymore. Like when I was younger, I
Right.
used to drink so much. I would wake up and drink. All day long, and I would black out and end up in the middle of the road. There was so many times I could have died. I got thrown out of a moving car when I was younger, and all types of crazy stories.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I'm glad I don't drink like I used to, and that's because her, she changed my life, and I'm so glad that me and her, we've been together for 5 years, and it's been a
Wow.
life-changing experience.
Wow. That's really awesome. That you have the support, from people, but when you have support from your wife, and not only just like support, but really just that driving driving you to your best self, your best mind, your the best you. That's really some powerful. That's a powerful agent. And when I say agent, because you're on a mission. So it's like you're both agents together working this mission to do good.
Hmm.
And the only thing that can come of it is the most is more good. Is more good things and good people to add their gifts and add their talent and add their ability and add their just the shower of many things
What?
to
What?
just build into your life. So just that kind of thing like that. Do you have kids? I don't know if
Yeah,
you might have had.
Yeah, yeah, we have two kids together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two little, they're little, are they little kids, or are they kind of,
Oh, they're growing 9 and 6,
Yep.
right? Yes.
yeah.
Our other one's
Right.
gonna be 7 soon, so I kind of get confused because her birthday's gonna be coming up in November, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
November
Yeah.
1st.
November 1st.
Uh, they, I'm sure they're good kids. Are do they got enough to do around do they got enough to do around the house
Yeah,
and
yeah.
activities?
Yeah, they're good kids, but they can be wild.
Oh man,
I
that's great too. Just
Yeah.
in addition to just like a whole bunch going on, a whole bunch of things going on, but that just keeps you just so
Alright,
active
I'll be back in a
Mhm.
few.
and
I love you.
just
Gotta go
focused.
to
You know what I
Dollar
mean?
Mhm.
General.
And our
Yeah,
kids,
just
they
that.
like to hand out business cards. One day they said, "Dad, can I hand out
Oh,
business cards?" So they like doing stuff on their own. And they want to have their
oh, that's
own
cool.
worldwide collaboration hat. They want their own worldwide collaboration shirt because they tell me, "Dad, we are little, but we are part of worldwide collaboration. Doesn't matter how
Wow.
old we are." So they tell me that they're a part of it. Like they are, and my wife is too. They always loved everything that I do. They
Wonderful.
absolutely
Wow.
love it. They want to open up their own pet shelters and homeless shelters and stuff like that when they get older. And I told them like, that's something we're gonna do when they get older and we have enough money. We're gonna have worldwide collaboration shelters for the homeless, for pets all over the world because worldwide collaboration is everyone, everywhere, everything. We're not just one thing. We're everything. We all represent each other. So no matter what, we're just gonna keep on building and expanding. Before you know it, you'll see a casino down the road that says worldwide collaboration. You'll see a theme park, worldwide collaboration. Anything you can think of, is gonna be worldwide collaboration. Pet shelters, homeless shelters. We'll do it all, have it all. So it's something for everyone. No matter what, we'll have something for everyone. And it's all about changing the world.
Wow. That's 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 great. And I could really one thing about it, I could really uh just really like really feel that, from you, really see that, really feel that, from, you know what I mean, just that um really just like liberation, like freedom.
Mhm.
And what I mean by that, like connection, and connection, and not like restricting people from really attaining and getting what they need to get in life and their hopes and dreams. So that's amazing. I had a question.
Yeah.
Where did you get just the tech savvy? I see you got the show, you got your the headphones, your mic. Where did you learn everything from throughout these years? Like, how did you grab everything together with the whole tech and softwares and learning about platforming and digital?
Well, one thing about me is I like trying out different programs and stuff like that. I started building my own websites in 2006. And yeah, it was free websites and stuff like that, and I was using different programs, and I've always been creative. So my BMI is actually the creativity, DA creativity, and because I've always liked messing with different things, like create my own pictures, create my own videos, um creating music, but when I did music, it wasn't just one type of music. Yeah, I used to just do rap when I was younger, but then as I got older, I wanted to try different types of music, like funk music. I made this quick little sample song. It was called Funky Shoes, so it's like a funk kind of song. Funky Shoes, something like that. And I like to mix it up and try to be creative as possible. And I watched a lot of tutorials over the years to figure out how to do stuff. If I can't do it, then tutorials definitely help me a long ways to be able to set up certain stuff and learn new things and stuff like that. So definitely tutorials, they definitely help me out. So if you don't know how to do something, go on YouTube. YouTube, it pretty much will answer anything for you if you want to learn how to do something on a certain software like Photoshop. I mean, that's how I learned Photoshop. I'm not like professional on it. That's why um I've been doing it since 2006, but I get better as I go and learn more stuff and then look at more tutorials when I have time and try to learn more and things like that and just keep trying to expand and get better and better
Good.
as I watch more tutorials.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Could you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you perfectly. I didn't see myself moving.
Oh, okay.
Is it am I moving? Am I moving to you?
I don't know. One of my screens kind of froze on my computer. Let me see. On the phone.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it
Okay.
looks like it froze on the phone too. So I don't know. Oh, there it goes. I'm moving, but it doesn't look like you're moving. Let me try to refresh that page
Nah, it's
then.
good.
So yeah, I learned a lot of stuff by watching tutorials and things like that, trying to read up on tutorials. Like I been building websites, doing videos, and doing graphics since 2006, and used multiple programs and things like that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. One thing about it, uh, so many times with entrepreneurship, I saw, oh yeah, this is what I was gonna say. You had got your license for the what is it, the worldwide collaborations
It cut out.
site.
It cut out. I couldn't hear you. I got my license for what? The worldwide collaboration.
Yeah, the worldwide collaborations radio site or
Oh yeah,
station
yeah,
site.
the radio for the radio, and we actually have the LLC for worldwide collaboration too as well. It's a non-profit LLC,
Oh, okay,
and
okay.
for the
So in
radio.
New York, that's what.
Yup,
Oh,
yup.
okay, so it's nonprofit LC. Okay,
Yeah,
wow,
non-profit
that's cool.
LLC actually in Virginia, and then the radio is registered in New York, in Whitehall, New York.
Wow, that's interesting. That's so VA, they have nonprofit LLC.
Yup.
Is that it? Like, wow. I mean, that's good. That's good. Because some businesses they're not just for profit. Like, it's for profit, but you actually have a mission vision really for the heart of the people to see like a the welfare or good of the people. Sometimes people, Chris, they may not know kind of the nonprofit. What's the deal with that?
Mhm.
Do you not make any money? You could be nonprofit and make millions of dollars or billions of dollars.
Yeah.
But usually when it's just that, hearing the vision, seeing the vision, you really care about like the welfare of the people, and it's more of the vision and mission, and just you to grow. And I think that's really really great. I think that's really really great, and it
Awesome.
gives
Yeah.
what yeah, it gives a lot of light. It
Oh
gives a
yeah.
lot of light and just strength. You know what I mean? It really seems it's really an outlet that can really help and support all type of people. Not just someone who's in trouble. They just, like you said, a shelter and food, water, uh, animal shelter, but just
Soup
people that desire
kitchens.
more out of life.
Like we're gonna have our own soup
Would you say
kitchens.
that?
We're gonna have our own soup kitchens too. Animal shelters, homeless shelters, stuff like that. So if they
Yeah,
can't
that,
afford to
that's that's
eat,
that's
then they'll come to the soup kitchen. But one thing that I really want to do is say if there was a way, if somehow I got the power to be able to change the price for food and water, or what you had to buy water, but food and milk and stuff like that, stuff that you actually really need to survive, like food and drinks and stuff, and gasoline especially, because everything that they get, they actually get it cheaper. So there's actually a possible way where we could make it cheaper so that way people will be able to survive. So if that's one thing that I could do, I would change the prices for food and drinks and gasoline and stuff that we really need, because without it, we can't really survive. And one thing I like to say is they poisoning our foods, but how can we survive? And that's one of my lyrics from one of my songs that I said. So I would actually make it so that way the foods aren't poisoned, and all the good stuff to bring good and well to everybody. So it's easier for people to survive, because why we see so many homeless people on the streets, because um it's crazy. They made it someday, like they might have been billionaires, but then they went and blew the money or something. But now they're trying to survive and they can't even buy their own food. They can't get bread, and they had to ask for money and stuff like that. So if I could, I would make food and bread and stuff like that cheaper, so that way everyone would be able to afford it so they can survive. And plus, take the poison out of the food and stuff like that, because they poison our foods, but how can we survive? We're dying and we don't even know it, because they poison everything. And they might not tell us, but it's actually nothing's healthy in this world unless you grow it yourself. And that's one thing
Right,
right there.
right. Yeah, it's important. And that's some of the things it's good that you mention, share about, about, within just taking care of yourself, your family, and because it's up to you and myself and millions of people in the country to know what is the right healthy things to do, so
Hmm.
you don't get cancer. You don't get cancer. Or the reason why I say that, even certain food and, look, much like the Food and Drug Administration, the food has to go with drugs also, because what they're putting in the food, well, you're going to need drugs in order to process that food, because the food has different pesticides. It has different. Some of it isn't even food at all. It's plastic. I don't know if you knew that. Some food is they mix plastic and other things that are not food, like not edible. Well, it's edible, but it's not food. If that does that make sense? It's edible, but it's, you can eat it, but it is not. food and they mix it into food. And that's why when it comes down to legalities, when people process, when they make food, you don't know what's all in that food.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like when people are eating, it's not 100% some things it's not 100% steak.
Mhm.
There's some other stuff mixed in or chemicals to allow that steak or hamburger or hot dog or sausage to take on that shape or consistency as long as it does. So it's important, like you said, knowing where is food being produced, how is it being produced, are there certain chemicals that, and I'm not saying just because you use chemicals on food it's bad, but there's you got to know what's going on the food, and
Mhm.
you're intaking that in your body, and it can actually cause cancer. It can cause headaches. It can cause nausea. It can cause just a plethora of just different symptoms and stuff like that towards sickness, disease, and uh, possibly potentially death.
Yeah.
So it's good, like you said, to know these things. It's really good. It's
Yeah.
really good. Really very vital. Very important. Very important. Very
Yeah.
important.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's very good how you really seem to have just within these years cleaned up different things within your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, just holistically you. And I speak a lot about holistic, just the different places in your mind, body, soul, your spirit, your life, nutrition, health, and wellness, because all these factors within you being in life, it plays an important role. Plays a very, very, very important role. Not saying perfect, but you're actively seeking to inform yourself and your family so you all can live a better life and not um, potentially just not, prevention, Chris. That's the main thing. Just putting forward. I think it may just hold there. I think the picture may just hold. I don't know if it might refresh. It may
Yeah.
just
I'm not
hold.
sure. It
If
seems
it
like it
does,
froze,
that's
but
fine.
as long as they can hear you.
Yeah. So you're able to hear me though, right? You're able
Yeah. Yeah. I can hear you fine.
to.
I'm
Yeah, we
not
can.
sure on the video. Can you guys hear him all right? Would you be able to comment, please? Just so I can make sure that we can hear Dr. David Render okay. Hopefully they'll let us know.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, did you have that link? Because I can put it on my.
That link?
Yeah. Do I just take it from the?
Yeah, yeah, you could just click it on your device.
Oh, on the device, it's on there. Let me see.
Yeah, or try to shut your camera off and then turn it back on.
Oh, okay. Let me
See
see.
if that will work. I'm sorry, guys, we're not doing music submissions right now. They said, where do I send my music?
If look, if there was one or two you wanted
Huh?
I said if there was one or two you wanted to. Let me see. Your microphone is muted, unmuted. Okay, so you said stop the video. No, not stop video.
Try to
Let
shut
me
your
see.
video off and then turn it back on.
Okay, it's okay to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, hold
Oh, I gotta try to stretch my
on. Okay.
legs out.
Oh yeah, make sure to do that.
Yeah, I start to get cramped up. It looks like that it's still frozen. Can you guys hear him talking okay?
Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can get back to you. Trying to see if I can get back in the. There we go. Okay, so let me see if I can get my camera. Let me see. Okay, let's see if I can.
Oh, there goes my camera.
Let's see here.
Hang on, everyone. We're just having some technical difficulties. My camera was working. Alright, hold on, let me see.
Yeah, it was. It was. Let me see.
Yeah, maybe you gotta leave it and then try to come back.
Yeah, I just stopped it, and then I just stopped it. Okay, and let's see if it.
Try to see if you can leave the meeting and then come back into the meeting. Maybe that will fix it.
Oh, okay, okay. Leave. So it's okay to leave.
Yeah, and I'll be able to fix it again.
Okay, let's do it to it. Let me see.
Hang on 1 second, guys. Alright, you're gonna see double of me just for a minute. Just wait for him to get back in here. And then it should be okay. So I hope everyone's doing well. It looks like it's still frozen. Join with your mic too. One
Okay, can
thing
you hear me?
you might have to, I mean, it's alright with me if it stays like that, but I'm not sure if it's gonna fix itself. But what I was thinking is you might have to shut off your device and then turn your device
Yeah.
back on.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do it.
Okay,
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Give me about less than 2 minutes.
okay. So he'll be back in less than 2 minutes. And we're just gonna sit and wait for him to get back. I hope everyone's having a good day. Go ahead and let us know where you guys are from. How you feeling today, how you doing today. And is it nice out where you are? How's the temperature? Is it raining? Is it sunny or cloudy? Go ahead, let us know. Where I am right now, I'm in New York, upstate New York, and it's kind of sunny. I mean, it's not too bad. It looks like it's warm out. I haven't been outside yet today, but it actually looks nice out. The sun is out a little bit. It don't look like it's too hot out there. How are you? How you doing? So unfortunately, we're not doing live music reviews right now. We're just doing pretty much like a talk show, talking about different things and stuff like that. We're just waiting for Dr. David Render to get back in here. He shouldn't be too long. He just has to reset his device real quick and then he will be right back. Let us know where you guys are from. And actually, how was you guys' weekend? How's your weekend been so far? Have you guys done anything special over the weekend? I know one thing I do have to quit smoking cigarettes. It
Yeah, I
still
guess it just
looks
stuck.
frozen.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't understand why. Well, it's fine as long as they can hear you, right?
Oh yeah, 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 it's good. No sweat.
Okay. Then we can continue. I was asking them how they're doing and how was the weekend? Did they do anything special over the weekend? So far we got one person that commented on Dr. David Render. He said, "You're doing amazing work, Christopher. Awesome for the people, 100%." That's iGen AX Institute. And thank you, appreciate it so much. Thank you. Um,
Awesome.
we actually have a movement that's a part of us, and the movement is called For the People.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah, that's one of the movements that are a part of us. I
For the
also want to
people.
give everyone a shout out. Everyone that's part of Worldwide Collaboration, viral streams, and all the other movements and everything. Shout outs to everybody.
Yes, indeed. That's all right. That's all right. You know, we're coming into a whole nother time. Since COVID-19, and some people never seen anything like this,
Hmm.
even remotely, like at all. Like nothing scares people. Seeing people with masks on and talking about disease and death and
Yeah.
it just what's going on with the civil unrest, protesting, people being in a time of anger, resentment, being upset, just tripping out,
Yeah.
and just very mad about beliefs and really it's coming. A lot of things is coming from a place of like rightness and when I say rightness, I want to be right versus let us collab and let us come together in unity. You know,
Yeah.
let us come together on the same page and let us move forward. But you can't have the good without the bad. You can't just we can't just only say, well, man, I'm doing something right, and then you run into some things and they say, why is this happening? There's much like we have vision to do good and unify and collaborate unto all people, unto all people without scrutiny or discrimination or adding problems to people or just making life harder. Life is already a challenge. But when you have man against man and man against woman, woman against man, children against adults, adults against children, different things inappropriately that what you see with adults are what they're doing with children, and a lot of things with identity, what's going on with people. People are tweaking. They're tweaking out mentally, and
Hmm.
they're tweaking. And that's the when I say tweak, the mind is really just shifting so much, and people don't even know why they're feeling what they're feeling. And I believe that's why programs like what you're doing, Chris, and your wife and children and the people that came under the umbrella of worldwide collaboration. Hey, that's why. That's why it's been so troublesome when people say, you need to just stop. You just need to quit. You just need to no one cares.
Hmm.
And here's the thing. The truth is that's not true. People do care. People do need to find CEOs like yourself that really care within life and the music and what they're doing within their craft or their gift, and you're opening up that stage or that platform for them. So when if you were to give up, And you never even know if certain people that joined was like, well, it may not go too much anywhere, but I'll join. But you've been now it's almost 10 years. That's roughly a decade. 9 years coming 12th to 10th year. You're at the season of the decade. So you know you have experience now overcoming all that adversity. You know what I mean? And even this year too. I'm sure of it. I'm sure, just this year, it was a bunch of people throwing up over yourself, trying to throw up on your stuff. And it's like, get that sickness, get that mess away from me. So you can do what you need to do unhindered. You know what I mean? Just unhindered.
Yo, what happened? Let me see. Are you still there? Alright, hold on. I think the meeting might have ended. So we're gonna have to rejoin it. So give me a second. Let me click that link there. Oh, that's weird. Alright, just bear with me and I'm gonna open up the meeting. Get it back on here. I just gotta set everything back up. Zoom doesn't seem like it's the best program. Yeah, I think it ended. I'm actually redoing it right now. So just give me a second and I'm opening it back up. And let's see. Copy the invitation here. So just bear with me with a minute and we'll get right back into it. That's the new one right there. And let me go here. Okay. Alright, there we go. I can see you just gotta join with the audio. And I just gotta fix my camera. Alright, there we go.
Great.
Okay. Perfect. I can hear you and see you now, so that's perfect.
Okay, great. Would you like to just go ahead and switch it around since I'm able to move, you can move and if it's getting me good before you try to do something?
Yeah. Alright, so when did you start doing what you do?
Well, Chris, my gosh, it's been a journey since honestly 2000 and um 2005, 2006, and it began after after high school and going into the military when I was like 17 years old. And it was the same year as Katrina, and I signed up for the Air Force. And one thing about it, within connecting with people towards helping, support, just understanding what that's about, it turned more into just like more military positions at the time. I was in a medical unit, and then I was nutritional health and wellness. Well, I'm learning about helping more people, figuring out what I want to do in life. Then I became a recruiter for the Air Force back in 2000, and I went to recruiter school, graduated recruiter school, then got released to my duty station to recruit and just put people in the military full time. So once I got out of that capacity, I started traveling through America, like within just like journey, right? Like just going through things in life, but realizing, man, what do I need to do? What do I need to do in the land? And got more connected with TV. So that's when the journey began even more with, and when I say TV, like network production, television with different networks. When I say different networks, like Comcast, NBC, um, pitching shows, ideas to radio and TV networks, things like that. But to answer your question, it just really goes back to about, I want to say about, man, 2020, so 15 years ago, 15 years ago, you know, and it would transform throughout the years dealing
It cut out again.
with and things to the front. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it cut out for a minute.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So roughly about 15 years. 15 years.
Yeah, that's a long time. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Okay, can you hear me? Is it picking up?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you now. About 15 years, you said. That's awesome.
Yeah, 15 years. And just mixed in with like work history and professional life, and just many lives over multiple lives that just, you know, man, I had to really process and overcome a lot of stuff, so that's within what you see now with For Healing. That's now it's time to really release this globally, globally to people, for their health and wellness, for the betterment of their life.
Yeah. So why did you start doing everything you do in the first place?
Well, I was I would go through different, which I didn't know it then, but like depression, and I knew there was a problem because I'm like, man, life. This isn't. I know there's a greater life, and I'm not living my fullness of life. So something's wrong. I know for me, I'm like, something's wrong. And I need to learn everything I can, schools, colleges, books, YouTube, how, the Bible, um, how do you live a greater, your most amazing, prolific, extravagant life with such joy and motivation and everything like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely amazing.
Yeah, that's what I would, that's what I would do.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's why. I just, going through depression, going through life situations, and not feeling the fullness of this life that we have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what.
Okay, okay, that's great. Alright, so When did you actually start for healing?
Now, for healing officially within that program, see, for healing to answer that, it's been roughly, I want to say, 2 months within that holistic program TV show like that. For healing has been something that I've carried for the past 15 years. And when I say for healing, really sitting down with people to connect with them emotionally, mentally, and when I say physically, the nutritional health and wellness of their body, and getting them more in tune with how their body feels, and just listening more in tune with who they are, who they were, who they are, and where they're going. So, but to answer your question officially with this program, for healing, it's been about 2 months.
Okay, that's awesome. So when you look at me, what do you see?
Oh, well, okay. Let me ask this question. Do you want me to put the do you want me to put the, because it's not bad. It's not bad. It's good, but do you good?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. The is Do you want the public show version or the phone call more detailed version? Which do you want, the more put it
Uh,
all out there version
yeah,
or the
yeah,
more of the
yeah, yeah. Put it out there.
okay, okay. Well, hey dear, can you put some coke with some ice, pretty please, just before you get some. Well, I'm okay. Let me put it like this. This is what I know, because I tend to be very in tune with people's just very in tune with people when I see people. And one thing about it, you have an amazing destiny for your life. Um, you have an amazing destiny for your life, and the thing is, now is the time that you will become more wiser, as you just move forward unto new things with who you was, and the things that had went on, and some of the things that people do not know about you, or things that just went on in the past, and now where you're at now, in a more greater refined position. But like you had asked, the things in the days ahead, it's a wellspring of new life that is going to really embrace you, and not ridicule or mock or try to embarrass, um, or try to deny you or reject you, if that makes sense. Really embrace the greatness in you and everything that comes with that, as you're moving forward in life. That greater days, not only just greater days ahead, but involving the process of your mind, and how your brain processes things with information. And also, when you communicate with people, there's just a better, stronger, more quicker communication process that it's coming. It's like the Matrix. It was kind of like a download, and then once it got downloaded on what's happening, you just caught it. And you're in a just a it's a lot of great upgrades and things, socially and relationally, and just even as your gifts flourish and talents, um, and how your heart is, financially, doors will open, also where there is humility or meekness. then more financial doors open, because the heart is not only in the right place, but also to
It cut out
um,
again. I can't hear anything.
receive take in. Um,
You hear me?
can you hear now?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear now. It was cutting out, so I couldn't hear the last about 30 seconds or so,
I
something
can hear
like
you
that.
perfectly.
Okay. Can you hear me? I can't hear anything.
I hear you.
The program's cutting out. Alright.
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, I can hear
Okay,
you.
okay, you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Um, just the I was saying how there's an acceleration with just what's happening in you. Um, there's a time where there were, I'll say it was like just gaps and spaces, just gaps, like gaps and spaces within the cognitive behavior and thinking of like quickly, like more of an accelerated mind and communication, like just quick, like boom, 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 like quick. It was gaps and spaces, but there were other vices, and you spoke a little bit about it. One of the vices, but other things that was trying to block that had nothing. Some of it had to do certain things that you would do, but there were other things that would try to block and stop you that you didn't know was trying to block and stop and delay and deny you. And that was, if you will, unseen forces to the naked eye, to the naked human earthly eye. So now there are new greater things that's coming to really accelerate, help you build into you, move you into your proper, even the more positioning as a king, as a king, and not as a, and when I say this term, as a pauper, as a pauper. And if you don't, and it's okay if you don't know what a pauper is, you may, but I just want to read this definition. A pauper means a very poor person. Okay. So this is really something that you are not, as we transform our thoughts, what we see, what we do with our actions, with our hands, and where our feet, where we take our feet, where we go with locations, and what we start talking. Um, all these things are connecting for greater success, greater success in your life. And people, they see the change. So it is not. It's some. It was like, wow, this is another person. Is this the same person? But I can't believe the difference.
Yeah.
Some things dealing with uh, actions and events and things that people used to know you as. That's what I'm talking about. And even with your brother, he's the people see the change. Certain things, they knew you as, but there's a lot of new things that have happened in the 5 years, and next level responsibility, that you are now taking on that normally you would not take on.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So it's things are going to magnify, uh, beautifully, as you just keep moving, not only forward, but upward. And as you keep your hands lifted, then the support and the blessings and the right handling of your efforts and business endeavors are going to continue to multiply, flourish, and prosper.
So I gotta keep my
Reason
hands lifted like this.
That's right, hands lifted. The reason why the hands lifted, because that means I'm surrendering to the process and I'm also giving praise. When I say surrendering to the process, when we don't fight or struggle any longer and we just yield and say, okay, here I am. I'm willing to do what I need to do. You will see the universe, you will see life, you will see God, you will see the Lord literally open up doors, unprecedented doors that you might have thought it, or he was like, man, I would love to do this, or I didn't know these people would come around. Miracle and amazing doors will open for you that will not open for other people because you're chosen.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I agree. And that's what I always tell
Now,
people. I'm one of the chosen ones.
yeah, and honestly, it's very serious what you're saying because it's serious and it's true. It's true.
Hmm.
And I don't say that like, oh yeah, you're chosen. But when I say chosen, you're chosen unto a special opportunity, a chosen assignment, a chosen work,
Hmm.
and the thing is, your character, the character, heart, mind, body, and soul, you in the different sections of your life and a part of you had to be tested. You know, it's the right heart that you have now moving forward to open things up and then take care of what needs to be taken care of and enjoy that you wouldn't have done that years ago. You wouldn't have done years ago. It would have stuff all messed up and stuff.
Yeah.
You'd messed it up. I mean, all tore up and just just effed it all up, just messed it up.
Yeah.
You just,
Huh?
I said, oh, I think you just,
There goes my camera.
yeah, no problem. I'll wait for you.
Messed it all up. There we go.
But yeah, just mess
Um,
it all up. Oh, it's all right. I'm true. You'll get it back. But it's not strange at all. So I'm not saying anything strange. It's now just the time of just more maturity and just more maturity, more blessings, more responsibility. But it's not anything to destroy you or take you out, but just to strengthen you as you move forward and move up in the world and in your image and even in your public, you being a public figure and wanting to live a life that's in the light. So yeah, so yeah. I'll just put it right there. Yeah, I'll put it right
yeah, yeah, that's great. I agree because, um, especially about the chosen one because I believe I could have died so many different times when I was younger. different things. Like I fell in a nail pile once and my leg got ripped open, guts were going everywhere. One time I was on the handlebars on a bike, went down the hill, hit a bump, and there I go, flying like Superman. I skinned my whole
Mm.
entire legs, both of them, and all you could see was flesh. And I didn't even hit my face at all. I got so lucky. But right after that, what did I do? I was on my way to work, so I went to work. Flesh hanging out, and all that. It was pretty crazy. They're like, you gotta go home. So I went home. Well, they told me I had to go to the hospital, so I went to the hospital, had them bandage it all up and stuff. But that's not the only two times. There was plenty more times when I was younger and stuff. My handlebars fell off my bike when I was riding down the hill. The chain fell off, the pedals started falling off. I'm like, I'm gonna die. And I was this close to smashing my face off the basketball court. I went down the hill, a different hill. It was like a bumpy dirt hill, and for that were not too far from me. But the handlebars started spinning, they fell off, and it was crazy. And that wasn't even the only time. There was another time I was riding my bike. I went face first into a pile of rocks. My whole face was all bloody and couldn't see nothing but blood on my face. Got back on my bike and rode home. Like there was so many different times. Like one time, I woke up on the side of the road, blacked out. I could have got hit by a car, and got thrown out of a moving car. One time I fell asleep riding my bike and I was riding the bike with no hands. And I woke up and there was a car in front of me beeping. One time I rode my bike with no handlebars down a hill to see if I could do it and I didn't even crash. And then there was plenty
Yeah.
other times like it was crazy. Like I mean I could have died thousands of different times. I'm still here. So, I gotta change the world. That's what it's about. I'm here for a reason. I'm here to change the world. I'm here on a mission.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
And
crazy.
my gosh. Yeah. And that's why even meeting you, Chris, and I tend to even the things that I've been through in life, and I've been through a lot of things, and whether it's poverty and living in a car and divorce. I've been through divorce and been through people hate your life. People want to destroy you uh, publicly. People want you to die horrible deaths and try to set you up. I've really seen on a public level um, when you start succeeding or when you got anything good in your life or talent. And I've really seen some real stuff. And that's why I've meeting you. I really, with people and meeting you, I really, it's not to, oh, you fix people, oh, therapy. It's more of having a conversation with people unto pulling out the greatness in them and then just displaying it in front of them and everyone. And that's what I really enjoy, even in this conversation today, to pull out and not rip out, but just pull it forward and really just display that on this show. With you, in this setting, and even how the world will view this show now and in the near future. So I'm really glad. It's a real honor to take this time on today, to share these things. It really means a lot to me, and every time I sit with someone that not only just sit, every experience you can grab something, but just certain things about certain people, you really gain a lot of insight to regarding this thing about life, and greater success and stuff. So this is these times right now, yet again, we're getting that time to really take all this in and just really celebrate, today with you.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a blessing being here. I'm truly blessed. Everything happens for a reason. That's what people always tell me. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, yeah, it's that's real. That's real. And even for the doorway to open up, even to connect with your platform, and then also my platform dealing with therapy, and natural health and holistic living. When I say holistic, just prevention, dealing with illness, prevention from illness, and they call it complementary alternative medicine
Hmm.
and different therapies that go with health and wellness to people. So there's a lot of different things that within for healing. Not only is it just information and affirmation and encouragement, but it's empowerment dealing with natural health information and medicine and things like that, and education that goes with that. So yeah, it's really going through process with people, going through going through the depths within people, and my own self that I've been through, like not just you all,
Yeah,
me too.
yeah, it's crazy. We all been through a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, you tell the truth, and it takes, to be honest with you, it takes it's like this. Even those other some of the people, the other doctors or therapists that were on the show, educators, and some people they have private practices of their own, or they used to have private practice and they work for somebody else as well, but and have clients and whatnot. And even some of the people that I've had as clients, to just talk and discuss with them, um, it takes really being real with yourself. And I learn a whole lot from people that I sit down with. I learn some amazing things. And not even saying if they're teaching, they're just sharing about things with their life. And so I always grab like amazing things, and that's why I try to share that throughout the days, Monday through Saturday, or a few times out of the week on for healing at 4 or 4:15 or 4:30, but um, to the people, to the people, yeah, to the people,
Yeah,
because it's really needed now more than ever. It's really, 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 and now this is the proper space and time for it. I'm just it's great. I feel so grateful, you know, really. It's very wow, wow.
yeah, I feel grateful too, just being here.
Yeah, I'm learning more and more, just more and more throughout the years to celebrate more and more and more and more. And that's why I was sharing with you about the hands being lifted,
Yeah,
the arms and the hands being raised, being lifted, and and lifted to the sky,
yeah,
lifted unto the heavens, and just lifted unto God
yeah,
in a grateful heart, and you'll see an amazing turnout, in your life. No doubt about that. No, I don't. It's not if you'll just see things get greater,
yeah,
things get greater, and promotions and doors you didn't see open. That's just what happens when we bring forth help and support and healing to the world, to the to the world,
Mhm.
unbelievable things will open up. And guess what? Your name's gonna be chosen and preferred above other people because hey, you've been processed.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, I had to go through a lot, thank you, appreciate it, to get to where we're at. You know what I mean?
What?
Like, I was saying there's a lot of bumps and twists and turns and everything before you start getting to the top of the mountain.
Okay. Let me go eat your
Yeah,
And
lunch
then
box.
you
and
just
and
Give
and,
me a minute.
continue to climb.
and the thing is, there's not much room at the bottom, but there's room at the top.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of room at the bottom. It's crowded, it's loud, it's noisy, it's chaotic, it's madness. But when you start going up, I'm telling you, one thing about it, there's room to breathe. Once you start going up and 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 up, there's room. There's
Yeah.
room. There's a lot of room. There's room.
Yeah, there's always room. People
It's a
always
time.
tell you to give up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like I was sharing yesterday. I was sharing this. It was a few other there was a spot with like an article spot, but one thing I appreciate was this one writer with the LA Tribune that did like a story just about oh you're doing the show for healing, and I was sharing with it. I was sharing with the person just about when you have to um, a mission that you have to do dealing with millions of people. There is a strat, like there is a plan of action that you got to bring forward, and it's up to you to just get it done and move that thing forward. And I'm saying this, sharing this well with you, Chris, because you're doing it, and you're touching lives, and by the leaps and the bounds, and
Yeah.
those that's with WWC Worldwide Collaboration family. It's a special family of people that are very gifted, talented, with much ability. We now want to instill like greater character, because you never go wrong with having greater character. But I share this all the time, and I know it's in New York and it's in LA as well. You can have the gifts, you can have the talent, you can have the ability, and that will get you to the door.
Yeah.
That'll get you to the door, and that'll keep you in the door for a little bit. But what keeps you in, and building off that, is that character. People will people will make sure a person. You see it on TV all the time, with relationships with people. When people just have the right character, the right person, they're personable how they are. Oh man, people make sure they stay on TV 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. They'll make sure because you're great. A person's a great person, and they want to really see them uh, make it and connect and continue,
Yeah.
and have greater situations and opportunities.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the comments right
I
now.
think it might have froze
Can,
again, but
can you hear me all right? Um,
yeah, I can hear you perfect.
someone said, trying to read this comment right here. They said, oh, it's Manuela, and Jamal Sky said, let's go, Dave. You need to go viral. And then, uh, I'm not sure if it's a he or she, but then they go, you too, dog, bro. And then they tag Troy Bantam. Thank you so much. Appreciate the tag. Please make sure you guys share this live right here so that way we can get more people watching as well. Did yours
Okay, great.
Oh, it looks blurry now for some reason on your camera.
Yeah, it blurred up, but I'm sure it'll pixelate the resolution. I'm sure it'll switch. It'll switch. It'll clear. But I'm glad it at least has me moving.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
mine looks
but
okay.
yeah, yours is clear. Yours is clear. It just it had me blurred for not well, just kind of blurred. But it'll be all right. It'll be all right. So yeah, what you got for me, Chris? What you got for me? What you got?
Alright, so next thing I want to discuss is um have you ever done anything on like BET or anything like that or
Not
MTV?
the I haven't not yet, but just people that I've sat with, producers, other people that were singers. They've
Yeah.
done things on BET just by way. I never focused on it. I think I might have attempted to see about some opportunities, but mainly like traditional TV networks. That's what I'm more familiar with. Like, and when I say traditional, ABC, NBC, speaking with different executives, just building up what that looks like when you reach out to different executives from different networks, WGN, different like news or TV networks that kind of known. Those are the big three. ABC, NBC. What's one of the other big ones too? WGN is known. Let me see. WGN, ABC, NBC, CBS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the reason why I say that is I always just wanted to do like network shows, like talk show hosts and have an audience. And some people don't know this, but some of what you see for 30 minutes, it could cost as much of a quarter mil, or it could cost like $25,000 for 30 minutes, depending on the city. And
Yeah.
certain smaller TV networks or something like that, like in Chicago, you can different slot times for maybe not as known TV networks. It could be like $750, 1,500, 2,000, $3,000 for 30 minutes.
Oh
Depending
wow.
on yeah, with TV, you're paying for that exposure, and it always improved my resume anytime I was able to put any slot time for a network or anything. It always improved just my just your public presence.
Yeah.
Because whatever you really are, whatever you are, you're just gonna do it. It's not. I know for me, it's not a secret. Like, I'm not saying all this stuff publicly, like, and it's a secret, but I'm saying it publicly because that's what I was. When people look at my stuff throughout the years online, you can look at my stuff from years ago and you're like, oh, that's what he was doing. Oh, he was doing this. Okay, now he's doing that. Oh, now, oh, okay, now he was doing this. And now they produced that movie. Oh, they produced that show. Oh, he invested in that. Okay. Oh, they put the money forward for that. Oh, that's what. Oh, he was one of them. So it's just as you keep going and expanding all your projects, your portfolio projects, hey, it lets people know your line of work, you're serious, and what you do needs to get built out. A lot of times, different executives or producers and stuff, a lot of times, many of them started out just producing their own shows and own stuff, and then they got picked up to start working on bigger projects.
Yeah.
So just that kind of thing like that. You always want excitement dealing with life, TV, business, collaboration. You always want that excitement. People being excited. One thing about it, people will come around you and celebrate and have fun when you are excited and get people pumped up. Man, people love being around that. because it's a high vibe. It's a high vibration. It's a high energy. You see smiling faces. You see people, just moving and grooving. Loving what they do. They're excited to talk about the great things happening. And that's what more success comes about. People start just showing up, telling, man, I heard of that. Man, it's great what y'all are doing. It's really fun, and that's just or it's real helpful. It's really, man, that's amazing. Like what's going on in their lives, and that's what it is. And it opens up more doors.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. And I wanted to see if you think we'll do more shows like this one right here together on the pages. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's the whole purpose of collaborating, um, doing things public, to co-brand.
Yeah,
Co-brand, and that's the purpose. It's supposed to you want to bring that forward like that. That's what the word collaboration, and we don't look. In order to be effective, you don't collab. When I say this, when you want to make a certain impact and a certain message of a certain level,
mhm,
you don't per se collab with everything, um a certain any sort of way, but you want to make a strategic move for a strategic successful outcome.
yeah,
So that's why I know, just doing shows with you, like if we, once a month, or if it was whatever the case may be, but really to bring that forward. It's great, because the thing is, I believe in your vision. And
mhm,
it's that's what's needed, and it's global, it's worldwide. It's Your mindset isn't trying to be small or trapped up,
right,
but talking and desiring the big picture. So when you want the big picture, guess what kind of people are going to come around you? Not just small people, global minded people.
yeah,
And they're gonna be doing things that are definitely widespread or large, or just what they're presenting. Hey, it's big stuff. It's mega. It's moving on things, and not just a bunch of talk, but deliver.
yeah. I'm thinking for the next one, we probably should bring in King Calvin Jones Jr. in here, and
Yeah,
we'll do different ones where we have different members. We'll bring in different members into the show, and we'll have conversations.
oh yeah, I want to make sure to get first dibs with you. Just we can have this time with us together. It
Yeah,
really meant something real great to have this the one-on-one with you, and to have this moment in time with you, that we had that we sat together such as this for the first time since we coming together and everything. So it was real important to me, and I'm glad we was able to come together today as we move forward. And just in that, you know what I mean? It's a great thing.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I definitely agree.
Yeah, and so I'm definitely up for it. It's great. It's next level, and really time to bring forth some greatness.
Yeah, yeah. Did you see that cartoon that I made, or I didn't make it, but I paid a cartoon animator to make it, and I only posted it on the website. I uploaded it on the cartoon animation.
Oh, this would yeah, 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 yeah. I watched it a few. I watched. I don't even think I watched the whole thing, but I believe I watched the I think like 10 seconds. I thought it was always intriguing to watch because I saw the stereo and then I saw like the microphone
Yeah, it's a
and then I was just
speaker,
like,
a speaker and a microphone talking.
yeah. And the boy, the guy, is that
Yeah.
you?
No, no, it's just some random person. He's like, "What is worldwide collaboration?" And then the microphone goes, "It will blow your mind." And then the guy's head just
Yeah,
blows up because it's a part of comedy, a sense of humor. Because if you think about it, when you say it will blow
yeah.
your mind, right when he says it will blow your mind, the guy's head just explodes into like a cloud of smoke.
I'm gonna make sure because I clicked on it the other night, but I didn't watch through the thing. I clicked though because I think I was resting or something. But I'm gonna make sure that I knew it was something like that that happened because I've been it's a curious looking image video, when you
Yeah.
see the animations and stuff,
Yeah, it's
you
talking
know.
about worldwide
So
collaboration
it so
and
so
a
yeah,
website.
yeah, yes indeed. My gosh. That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
Yes indeed.
It talks about
Yeah, it's
worldwide
good. That's
collaboration and the
good. And it
website. It's what?
no, I was saying that's great.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just all those great all those great ideas just that come out, and uh all those great ideas that come out to really bring out the best in your brand and what you're doing, what you're seeking, and what you're desiring. So, yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's great.
it's really creative. It's a creative vision that I had. So I got a hold of a cartoon animator, and well, no, for this is how it started. So I wrote a quick little script. I wrote the script, and then I found this guy. He's a evil cartoon voice over pretty much. He didn't make the cartoon. He did the voices for all three of the
Hmm.
characters, and I paid him to do the voices. And then I'm like, I think I could bring these voices to life. So I contacted a cartoon animator on Fiverr, and that's where I found the voice actor. I found him on Fiverr, and I contacted cartoon animator. And I had a kind of different vision at first. I wanted more characters, but it would have been a lot more money. So I paid around
Right.
like $200 for the whole thing. And um I contacted the animator, cartoon animator that made it, and I said, all right, so I want a microphone and a speaker, and then a cartoon character, and I said, here's the voice clip right here. Can you put everything together? So she did that and everything, and then after like I seen it, then I got the vision. I'm like, all right, he says, it will blow your mind. So I think I want his head to explode when the cartoon, when the microphone says it will blow your mind, because it reminded me of like Pinky and the Brain. And Pinky and the Brain
Yeah.
is about taking over the world, but it's a negative cartoon. But I always loved it when I was a kid because it was about taking over the world. And that's always been my thing, is trying to take over the world, but in a positive way, not in a negative way, not to blow up the world or anything like that. But um, how they say it is will blow your mind. Then the character's head blows up. Is kind of like a Pinky and the Brain vibe or whatever. It's kind of like
Yeah.
something Pinky and the Brain would do in their cartoon. So um, then after that, I contacted a music team, like professional producer and the whole music team or whatever. And then they did a whole song for it. So I couldn't fit the whole thing at the end, so I put the end of it right at the end where they start dancing and they're singing it for about like a few seconds or whatever. And it's a worldwide collaboration anthem song, and I wrote the whole song myself besides the hook. I didn't write the hook part, but I wrote the whole verse, and it's all about worldwide collaboration. How some people aren't participating, they're not networking or doing anything, and it talks about all types of different stuff, and it makes people really think. And it's like, what are you really doing? You're sitting there waiting there, you haven't been to college, and you're wasting your life basically, when you could be out there networking and changing the world, becoming a part of worldwide collaboration. And that's basically what the song talks about. And it's about a lot of different subliminal messages in there. And that's one thing I liked doing ever since 2014, because when I was younger I used to freestyle just about random stuff, and then 2014 I started like bringing um old like stuff, like say corruptness and government stuff, and political, pretty much like political kind of stuff. And I bring
Yeah.
it to life into my music, because I'm all about exposing the government and the corruption of the world, and just letting everybody know about it and subliminal messages, because there's so many corrupt things that people don't know about, that they could go on YouTube and they could search it and stuff. So I've studied a lot of that stuff since I was younger, and I brought it into like lyrics, into lyricism, like making it like lyrical content. Like this, for example, this is something I wrote way back a few years ago. It's called "Losing is Confusing." Losing is confusing, choosing and pursuing. Winning is the beginning, begging and sinning. Finishing decision making, maximizing, simulating, locating, replacing, altercation, invitation, revelation, participation, interactions, revelation, affectate. I messed it up, but it just goes on, and you know what I mean? It's really lyrical, and it's like subliminal messages. Um,
Yeah.
that's in it, and that's what it's all a part of.
That's what's up. You rap a whole lot faster than you talk.
Yeah.
You rap you rap when you started rapping, you was like situation, fascination, revelation, revelation, and then you was like, what's going on, Chris?
Well,
I was like, you was you was like you said you was like you started rapping, and I didn't know you was gonna start going that fast. Like you was hitting some speed on there, right?
oh
And
yeah,
so
I've
I
been
thought that interesting.
practicing it for many years.
Yeah,
I performed it
oh,
one time. I performed it on
you did?
stage one time. And it's like it's right here, so I can remember any time. But when I'm
Yeah,
really trying to remember it, I can't. But say if I'm out doing nothing, say if I'm working, like the other day I was doing the rocks, carrying the rocks and filling up the hole and stuff like that. I just remembered that out of the middle of nowhere and just started recycling it, or how I say it. Um, how you say that word?
Reciting.
Reciting it, really remembering it and stuff like that, cause it's kind of like a tongue twister. Sometimes I don't get it right every time, but then sometimes I do. Let me try it one more time. It's when
yeah.
I'm in the public and I'm trying to do it, I can't always remember it, but sometimes I can. Let me try it with my eyes closed this time. Losing is confusing, choosing and pursuing. Winning is the beginning, begging and sinning. finishing, decision making, maximizing, simulating, locating, replacing, altercation, invitation, resolution, participation, interaction, segregation, generating, separation, indications, the population, victimization, radiation, complications, limitation, affectation, abomination, minimization, the civilization. And it's something like that, and it's talking about, pretty much everything getting minimized, the civilization and stuff. It's subliminal messages, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a big
That's
tongue
good. I'm
twister.
glad you was able to get through it and complete it.
Yeah, I think I messed it up a
Yeah, yeah,
little
yeah.
bit, but I do have it on SoundCloud.
And I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna check it out too. I'm gonna make sure to check it out. I'm gonna make sure to check it out.
I'm
So
yeah.
I was gonna say, so what did we got the wrap up? We got to talk about worldwide collaboration. We got to talk about for healing.
Uh huh.
Definitely a new connection happening, and definitely all the positive things that's going on, strength, vision, in a great way. So I think yeah, I think we got it because I'm gonna get on and hit one of those sessions at 4 our
Okay.
time in LA for healing. I think this has been great. I think it's been great, and the viewers, those that view or will view thereafter on the replay or watch or whatever the case may be, that it's going to be it's a great worldwide collaboration show. Collaborating, coming together.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And I definitely love being here with everybody, and we definitely had a great time.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So you got any last words for the people? I was gonna just get prepared for
Okay.
this session on IG and Facebook is where we're putting for healing out, and also YouTube, and so I'm glad to get once this show's done, we'll be able to bring that forward as well, with the credit and everything like we discussed. I think that's so great. On this program, just discussing higher level stuff, in life and success. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I have for right now.
Okay.
Any other last words, Chris?
Much love, everybody out there. No matter what, no matter how much you struggle, never give up. Keep on going, keep on pushing. Even if you're in the hardest times right now, if you're struggling, you don't have money, you want to do something bad to yourself, like hurt yourself, don't ever do that. God is always with you. He's watching you. He's by your side. And we're always right here if you need us to talk to. Keep on doing your thing. Keep on pushing hard, grinding. Much love to everybody else there doing their own thing. Much love and shout outs to the whole worldwide collaboration movement family, everyone else out there. And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Much love, everybody. God bless you all.
All right.
Peace.